we're gonna wait for a few people to get in here. Orientation is live. Rotating ice bar. Maybe that'll work. Like there. Alright, so we live. We're still gonna wait for some people to start pouring in here. We got 7 people coming up in here. Let me move this over so it look a little better. We're gonna let y'all pour in here. We are doing a promo for our recipe book, co-authored me, Azazel here. Internal showers with plant-based bee hill. We got something dropping for y'all. And what we really want to do, yep, that's it. We really want to do is just pretty much answer questions about the book. If you have questions about us, let it fly. We held the raffle. We tried to hold the raffle on. Oh, we got Scott. We got Body by Burnt Party here. What? Peace, baby. Yeah, we tried to do the live with the raffle, but honestly, nobody from YouTube put in tickets for the raffle anyway. So we just went ahead and did the raffle on both our IG lives. So now what I'm gonna do is we just basically promoting the book and answering questions about the book and answering just any questions y'all have for us. Let it fly. Um, so there's no questions yet, but we can basically talk about why we
The book?
yeah, why we did the book.
Sure. So he introduced me, but I was still answering and writing our winners, our 3 raffle winners, and just getting their email, their shipping addresses to ship over the hard copy of the book. So really quickly, we started this book because we we have a similar we have a similar vision on healing. We have a similar vision on eating lifestyles, and um, we're going to answer how can you buy the book. Um, so we're going to get there. Sorry. And we literally came to, like, the universe brought us together with our lifestyles and with our ideal of healing and eating raw foods, eating foods that heal the body, all of these different things. Like, this is what brought us together, and like, it's all in the constellations in the universe, honestly. And we got the book done. All right. We also make it very feasible for people and meeting people at different levels of their transitions. So we have 4 beverages. We have
5 raw meals. How many desserts we have?
4 desserts.
Yeah, 4 desserts.
4 desserts.
And definitely all plant-based and geared towards more of an alkaline diet.
Yeah. And so people have been asking, how can we purchase the book? So right now we're taking Cash App. My apologies for those who don't feel comfortable with Cash App, but until we get technical difficulties, until we get it onto the Big Cartel, which is on his website. What's your website?
It's internalshowers.weebly.com, and you can also book a consultation through there. So I'll have the consultations up, and I'll have the book on my Big Cartel, which is linked to my Weebly account.
Right. And the ebook is $10. It's very affordable. And if you want a hard copy, we are only taking them by orders. So if you want it, then you send us $20, and then we're literally going to ship them out accordingly. Okay. So to Cash App us, you literally all praises due to the Most High. Ashe. So Cash App $sign BHILL artistry ARTIS.
And what we'll do is we'll actually leave that in the description.
Okay,
so
perfect.
you know what I mean. We'll leave it in the description so it's there, and you'll know exactly where to send it, and whatever else information that we come up with by the end of this live, we'll put everything, all the important stuff, into the description.
Right. So like literally, like Cash App us. When you Cash App us, you can write on the comments. We're gonna be checking comments and DMs daily, and then checking those payments. If you spent $10, we automatically know. But if you want to make a comment, $10 for ebook, $20 for $20 for hard copy. Specify that, and we're gonna get on it. All right. Ebook should take between not even like 10 to 12 hours to ship, maximum of, 10 to 12 hours to email, 24 hours to just get it out to email as well. So if you give it at least 10, 12 hours, we both work full time, but a maximum of 24 hours. 24 hours. If we don't get it 24 hours, like kill our DMs because right. We're not trying to hold nobody's bread. Yeah. And if just so when you do email us or DM us letting us know that you want an ebook, just say ebook $10, give us the email address, and then $20 hard copy, give us the mailing address, give us all the information at once so we don't have to go back and forth and constantly ask you different questions that we need to get you the product. How do you look at all the comments on here? Like, because they're coming and then they're leaving.
Yeah, I'm checking them out. It should actually.
Oh, perfect. Nice. I like that. I like it. I gotta give me a YouTube. Let me see. So you answered the question about how to buy the book. Reasons first frequency. Melanie's would like to buy the book also. Please get them. Yeah. Cash App right now. We got you. Answers are rejoicing. Ashe. Anybody serious will do what it takes. You feel me? Like people just be doing the most. But if you have the book, where can you get those foods? Honestly, the foods that we have in that book is pretty reasonable. We're not asking you to get raw coconuts. We're not asking you to get sour sops. We're not asking you to get none of that stuff. This is part 1, by the way, okay? Coming soon. But this book, like, we have a disclaimer, and we're literally gearing people who are transitioning. We're not asking you to get any international, like, we're keeping it, like, honestly, out of the 5 raw meals that we have, one of them is asking for a dehydrator because we know how hard it is to go raw. I went raw for a while, and it's extremely hard to make the most simplistic thing. So we're trying to make it easier for you. So we're about going crazy. A lot of the stuff you can find in local markets, you can find in Trader Joe's, you can find in Whole Foods.
Sure. If you've seen how we made our food and how we make our food, and pump this stuff out and just have these delicious meals, it takes nothing. Like the blender that we have is like a blender we get from a little discount store. The juicer, $40 juicer. Mm-hmm. And we're really enjoying it, So we wanted to. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to make the book. Is really simple, and the ingredients you can really go to the store and grab pretty much at any grocery store. The spices that we use a lot of the same spices on each of the ingredients list. You'll see the same spices be listed, but just in different components, and the way you add them to your food, makes the flavor a lot more diverse.
Right, and I wanted to say something else. I totally forgot. Fasting, brain fog. We're on day 11, by the way.
All day we've been going like this. Like we didn't get no breaks. It's been like back to back. Just get stuff done.
Finalizing the book.
40-hour work weeks, like 50-hour work weeks, and just dealing with family. So forgive us. We definitely gonna get more crispy on it.
Thank you, Belinda.
Thank you.
It's our first one, so it's like a trial and error. But for the price and the content that's inside, guys, not only is it 4 beverages, 4 desserts, 2 cooked, and 5 raw. We're giving you something called carbon facts. So carbon, I'm going to give you a little scientific information. Carbon is a scientific word for melanin, okay? So we're getting, and melanin not only geared towards black people, because Caucasians,
No matter what.
no matter what, we all contain some sort of carbon in our either hemoglobin or in our pigment. So the purpose, because even the purpose I'm gonna show you the book of the mucusless diet. This was a Caucasian man that literally ate mucusless foods and fasted, and he started to gain more carbon pigment and started to look more like an East Indian person by literally fueling the electrons and the carbon in his blood.
To the point where, you know, the people that he was interacting with thought he was of a different race because he was eating so differently, so much differently than, you know, the average person, that his melanin, you literally get darker just by eating healthier. You'll literally get, you know, you'll literally have more pigment from this. We all know that when you get pale, it's a symbol of sickness. You know.
This book is the truth. This book was given to me by my herbalist.
I'm gonna see. I think I actually have that excerpt.
Oh, by what he said.
Yeah, by what he said.
So yeah, this is the book that we're actually talking about. But yeah, so back to the actual purpose of the book. It's literally to heal the body. It's literally to revert the body back to its original carbon gene. Carbon is the original gene. Carbon itself it's older than the sun itself. So we're literally giving you foods to remove mucus, to heal and assist with any healing that you may need, and also to give you the proper nourishment, because we eat for nourishment, and that's what we actually lost in the hundreds of years of oppression. Is what is food really for? It's not. It's supposed to taste good. That's why the universe and the constellations put these amazing spices and herbs, on the planet. But at the same time, we need to understand what it's doing for our temples on a cellular level.
Yes, and I also mentioned in the carbon facts is about relieving waste, because there's so much buildup that it's like trying to build on top of a weak foundation already. You got to get rid of the weak foundation. You have to get rid of the waste. So raw food actually promotes that. It actually allows you to relieve a lot of that waste, and the inflammation goes down tremendously when you're eating just raw. So that's next to the raw food that we're promoting. We also talk a lot about in the book about detoxification. That's what this channel is about, and cleansing. So we offer those carbon facts in there that just give you snippets of information that ultimately help you along the journey. Because when you feed your mind with the food, or feed your mind about the food and like what you're doing this for, it makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier to stay away from things that's going to harm you, because you just know better, and you know the inner workings of what's going to happen inside of you. So
my problem is not easy to get the food. Even I have the book. I don't understand what you meant. Wait, can you clarify what you just said, my love? It's Gailanda Compre. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your a YouTube name, but he said my problem is not easy to get the food. Even I understand. Like maybe your produce sections in your neighborhood is not the best. We deal with that now, living in Crown Heights area of Brooklyn, and we just gotta honestly do the research. Yelp, Google's gonna be your best friend. Start to look at where the closest Whole Foods is, where the closest Trader Joe's is, where the closest supermarket that has international produce. Especially if you're in a place where a lot of minorities are, chances are they're going to have shipments from the Caribbean. They're going to have shipments from Mexico. They're going to have shipments from you know how they have the Hispanic or the cultural aisle. It might seem a little prejudiced, but that's a benefit for us, because we know that we about to get some oregano from DR.
And also support your local growers, local farmers. Everybody everywhere grows food. Like it's a universal thing. Even if people are in the snow, there are people out here that there's a garden, down the street. Everybody, it's a worldwide hobby that people have, and you're gonna find produce everywhere from local growers. So you just really have to seek out these things, and you'll definitely find them.
Yeah, just find it. I believe if anything, you can message us and I'll help you out when I got some extra time. Like I'll Google some stuff for you. I don't mind helping. Like I love helping people. This is why we doing the book to help. Just curious as to wearing off the cross.
They're interested in the crosses.
Oh, so this one is not a cross. This is actually an ankh. This is a ancient Kemetic symbol that means eternal life. So the top is just the womb, represents the womb. The left and right represents the fallopian tubes, and the middle represents the phallus. So with the phallus, man, and the womb, fallopian tubes, woman, creates eternal life. And that is the
It is a Ethiopian ancient cross. So it's basically, you know, before it was more like manipulated into, you know, Christianity. It has a whole another foundation that I would have to, you know, spend a little bit more time on. But well, we can get to that another time. But for now, we're gonna stay closer
on the book. We like to just wear ancient Aboriginal indigenous symbols. The Olmecs, the Kemetics, the Kush. These are all of our ancestors. Are you guys trying to eat the way God showed the Bible? I don't know anything about the Bible. Don't to be very brutally honest. Please don't ask me about
it.
anything.
If it has to do with herbs of healing of the nation, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, herbs.
Besides sea vegetables, do you know of any alkaline based foods that assist with the female hormones? Sea vegetables. Wait, besides sea vegetables, yes, dandelion root. Dandelion root is really good for the womb. So if you want to blend fresh dandelion leaves inside of smoothies, if you want to even like boil dandelion, or if you get dandelion root, I don't have any right now, but they are mixed inside of my tea blends. They're really good for the womb, and they're high in iron, and this is why it helps the womb, because iron and iron fuels the hemoglobin. So when you're dealing with the womb, there's a lot of need for blood flow inside of that womb. So dandelion root, dandelion leaves, get those dandelion aside from those kelp, nori, and wakame.
Yep.
I love me some wakame, Charlie. All right. Thank you. Word. I agree. Florida, West. Okay. Oh, what? You in West Palm? There gotta be.
Oh my God.
Some great produce in West Palm Beach.
Florida, that's the
Come on.
That's the tropics. Y'all have mangoes. That's pretty much like the jungle.
I wish y'all was there. Y'all got coconuts and what, Charlie? You good?
Nah, they sell dandelion in Walmart, and you can get dandelions in the side of the road. It's very accessible. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Dandelion pretty much does grow all over the world.
All over.
It looks different, from out here in New York than it looks in California. But it's still dandelion, and it still basically has that same mineral content.
Thank you.
Beautiful couple. Thank you.
But I honestly, Walmart has really good produce. Like we went to Walmart in Virginia not too long ago, and we cooked for my sister, and we got everything we basically needed.
Yeah, it was
like
great.
they had everything, and not everything,